Guys, welcome to today's stream. I'm just looking at some games before I start playing some myself. I wish there was a lot more games. I'm like, man, Xbox or Microsoft, you guys need to come out with more better games. Like, this don't even make any sense. Like, come out with games. I'm like, games ain't even either not playable or just ain't fun to play. I'm like, bro, it don't make any sense half the time. Hopefully, everybody's having a good Thanksgiving. I had to take me a nap before I was streaming. I was like, bro, I don't know why. I was like, just got tired. But, anyways, better late than never. All right, let's go ahead. Post and let everybody know I'm live. I should just start telling people I'm like, hey, yo, follow me on Twitter, cause it'd be a lot of posting. But anyways, let's go ahead post the basics. All right. Go ahead. Let's get into this stream. I don't know why I started off playing this game. I mean, it's either I'm gonna just rage or just end up just trash talking this game the whole stream. Cause they always want to do some dumb stuff.
Welcome back, Tyler.
It's like I'm unchecking that because I already know they're gonna do. I ain't gonna fool with that one. Clean. Post to clean on the Los Jardinis. What are these names, bro? Hey, what's up, wholesome? Wrong holiday. Wrong holiday, bruh. Which one's I check? Accolades available. It's so misled. Nah, we gotta take that off. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving. There you go. There's the one. Where is this one they want me? It's like they don't even tell you like what the race is, which one that you gotta do. It's like, come on, bro. All right, your fam. Yeah, we eat in the morning. Yeah, it's like it's I don't know. There's like people they always say like they eat in the afternoon. I'm like, nah. I try to get that stuff out the way. Just have like some old regular foods at in the evening or for dinner. Where is this race at? Is this the race? Definitely ain't using this car because this car is crap. I swear, man. I was about to say, I was like, who is? I was about to say, who is Mike? That's a name I hadn't heard in a while. That's like somebody where I'm like, I should check online, see what he's been up to these past years. It's like after it seemed like after Midnight Club, after that game died off, then he just disappeared.
Turn right.
They better not do no dumb stuff with this. If I do this thing and they talking about I still gotta do it, I'm turning this game off. I may even delete this game because I'm tired of doing stuff in here and they missions don't go through. No, Mike Jones. Exactly. Mike Jones, he's one of those guys where it's like, if you don't remember that name, where were you in the, like, early 2000s? Like, I can understand some artists, but Mike Jones, it was like, nah, that man was a wave. That man was literally a wave. If you do not know who Mike Jones is, I'm sorry, but... And if you're around the same age as me, like, nah. I can understand if there's, like, somebody, like, you know, that's in high school right now. They're all like, nah, I don't know who that is. I'm like, okay, makes sense, makes sense. But I'm saying, like, I just feel like that would be impossible. I mean, there probably, yeah, there's some high schoolers that don't know who he is, but... I'm like, nah, I would question that person. 825 and you listen to rap and you don't know Mike Jones? Nah. That's how you know if they know Mike Jones too. Like, you know Mike Jones? If they respond saying just who, then yeah, and you say the name and then they say who again, then yeah, they know who Mike Jones is. That's how you can tell. But if they respond back to you like, hey, you know who Mike Jones is? They're like, who's Mike Jones? Like, you don't understand. Like, you do not understand. So who responds? I'm saying that's how you can identify a Mike Jones fan. Then there might be that one person where they just don't catch on to it. Like, they say who because that's just how they talk. And they're like, who? And they're like, you know who he is. They're like, no, I'm serious. Like, who is that? Who's Mike Jones? I'm like, how you gonna lead somebody on like that? Like, that's messed up. It's true though, cause who was his thing? Exactly, no, it was. He started off all his songs like that. Exactly. Yeah, Mike Jones, he was somebody where I'm like, nah, bruh. You gotta come back. I feel like he's waiting. Like, I feel like, you know, all the opportunities and times he could have came back and he didn't. I'm like, nah, that man, he's plotting. That man gonna take over the world, watch. He's like, I did once before, I know I can do it again. That man's plotting. It's either that or he's like, I wasn't even expecting to become a rapper. No, he's not. No. Ain't nobody doing those songs with the Island Boys. Don't even put them two in the same conversation. He comes back and does a song with them, and I'm like, yeah, he doesn't want to have a rap career no more. It would. I'd be kind of mad. I'd be like, you had all this time to come back, and this is what you do. You come back and you do a song with two guys that's not even from no islands, like Staten Island, Rhode Island, Long Island, like all like you know them places. But I would be offended. I honestly would be offended.
In 100 yards, turn sharp left. In 200 yards, turn sharp left. Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Nah, not even 6ix9ine. He's definitely ain't gonna do a song with 6ix9ine. It's 6ix9ine, Island Boys, who else? He definitely ain't gonna do no song with no 6ix9ine. That's another, like, that's what, second to Island Boys.
At the roundabout, take the second exit. You have arrived.
Dang, this car flying. I already beat that time. Okay, or not time, but jump. No, no, bruh. It's just, you... Yeah, this car went flying. That wasn't even my furthest. I went 1,900 feet last time I played this. I know, like, it was pretty far. Dang, should I beat his time? Nah, I ain't gonna beat that time. I'll let them live today. I'll beat this time, though. I ain't got no good cars for this time. Was this a dirt race or a road race? What kind of race was this? Oh, this is a road race. Okay, so I could use a certain car. Yeah, I was like, it's like some Fast and Furious jumps. They better not try no dumb stuff with this game. They say post a clean time on the Los Jardines Circuit Rivals leaderboard. I do this and this thing don't go through, I'm turning this game off. And I may even delete it. Like, I beat the game, so I ain't got nothing else to do. Who would eat that? Nah, nah. That's disgusting. No, ain't nobody eating that. Unless that's like a cultural thing, I'm like, okay, but where I'm from, I ain't heard about that. No, why would I? No, bruh, no. I worked at a restaurant. Never once did they mention no stuff like that. So, and them guys are serving so many different foods, even including pastas. So, I'm saying, ain't nobody eating that, bruh. Like I said, that must be a culture thing, because that's something I'm like, nah, y'all can keep that. Yeah. I'm like, you either trolling or that's just, yeah, like I said, that's just something that you and your family do. It's like, you can have it, I'm good. This thing better went through. It's a side dish. Yeah, that's something I ain't never heard of, so somebody will have to, I have to see proof that somebody's eating that. Okay. Accolade went through.
In 100 yards, turn left.
See, there's pecan pie. Yeah, I hear people be eating pecan pie.
200 yards, turn
That I had heard of.
turn right. In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left.
There we go. Cowboys game, my pops. Oh, how they doing? They winning? I know it's like, yeah, because they going up against the Raiders. I really don't know if they, them teams is doing good or not.
In 400 yards,
Yeah, because there's like that speed zone thing. Try how to get like the fastest speed. All I was trying to do is get 3 stars. I don't even care about beating other people's records now. Raiders 17, Cowboys 6. Dang. Raiders, I feel like they are like putting in work though. I think ever since I heard that, like, you know, that talk of them going to Vegas, it seems like they are putting in work. Imagine they doing better than Seahawks. I swear, man, Seahawks is like, bro, y'all ain't gonna go to the Super Bowl playing like that. So I've given up. 3-7 this year? Nah, I've given up. Unless they pull something, I'm like, I highly doubt it, but.
in 400 yards, turn right. Turn right.
They're sitting there posting photos on social media, all like, oh yeah, we doing good this year. I'm like, or trying to post like some motivational stuff. I'm like, bruh, y'all can't be posting no motivating stuff if y'all are 3-7 this year. Like, I'm sorry.
You have arrived at your destination.
Let's see what car I can use. How is this, bro? What other cars I got? I haven't really used no Aston Martins in this game. Yeah, let's go ahead and use the Aston Martin. Bro, you got me confused for somebody else. So, maybe you asked one of them people from My Strange Addiction that question, but. Yeah, I'm like, I ain't out here just randomly eating dog food. Their pets, no. You try your pet's food, then you're either weird or you trying to get on that TV show My Strange Addiction. So pretty much like you're just trying to like get rich weird. Like I know foods for animals. It's just for them animals. I prefer brands. Which tastes good. Yeah, I'll let the dog decide that. I ain't gotta try the food. Like, if the dog don't like it, the dog won't eat it. I imagine, like, you know, dogs have, like, oh, nah, this food nasty. But, I ain't trying no dog food, bruh.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Never know. That's what I'm saying. I don't need to know. The dog needs to know it. The dog's gonna be the one eating the food. It's like, I'm gonna look at my dog like, oh, try this food. So, you know, it's like, no, I'll try the food myself. But the dog food, I'm like, they call it dog food for a reason. I'm like, so that's between that dog. Kind of made me realize they just had dog food. Bro, your survival instincts is all off. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm gonna tell you that just to let you know. Your survival instincts, not anybody, okay, in a situation like that is gonna be thinking, oh, wait a minute, let me go to my utility belt and get me some dog food. Like, nah, bro. Like, ain't nobody thinking, but they went up there to ski. They ain't went up there to go feed wolves. Nah, that Mustang, I don't like that Mustang no more. Other cars I can use. 100 channel points. Dang. I'm trying to think. I think the only streamer where I got a lot of points is Ama. That's the only I think that's the only streamer I have a lot of points in their stream. Other than that, that's the thing that I don't really be in a whole lot of people's streams. But yeah, I'm like, I think with hers it's like 30 something thousand. 100.1k it says. Okay. I see, like, everybody else just kind of like the basics where it's like, oh, get, like, to this number, you get VIP, get to this number, get mod, and all that other stuff. But, I don't know, I'm like, I'll have to, like, you know, go through some more streamers and see what they got. Streams and the other streamers you shout out, like Liz and they. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm like, usually when I see that those, like, they're online, I try to make it if I'm not recording any videos and stuff, but for the most part, I'm like, there are other streamers that I follow. I should shout them out, too. I'm freaking slacking. I can't think of the top of my head. TRJ. Yeah. Yeah, Jay, that's an old friend of mine. That's somebody I've known for a few years now. It's funny how me and him became friends. We actually was beefing on YouTube. We were beefing on YouTube. I can't remember, like, how it started, but I just remember I saw a video on him, or on me, like, from him. And then I think we just kind of, like, bumped heads a little bit. Then after Blue one day, he just randomly messaged me and was just like, hey, you know, let's put this beef behind us and be cool. I was like, yeah, I'm cool with that. And after that, we became friends. He's like one like content creator I've seen like rise through the ranks. I'm like, hey, it's honestly, he puts in work though. That's one thing I can say. Bro be putting in work. I mean, he has like his own like esports group, and just with just all the different like content. Well, he's like more so, well, I don't know. He's like on and off with Dead by Daylight. Like, I know he don't like it, but I know he be playing it a lot. He tried getting me into that game, but I was like, nah. That game, it's confusing. Love that. She always move forward, others don't. So it's good to see the other way around. Yeah. No, that's why I was like, honestly, it tripped me out to just always sit down and think like, dang, me and him had problems. And now, like, we cool with each other. Wait, I'm gonna try something real quick. I need to see. Oh, I think they let me choose the car. No, did they? Okay, hold on. I need to see something real quick. I might figure out how to get that Mustang. I'm probably just gonna give it away, but still. But I'm trying to think. I don't think he's honestly at the end of the day the only content creator where it's like we've squashed our beef and yeah, just overall moved on. Like every other person that's done like, you know, has some sort of beef with me, they're all like, nah. Like I still got beef with TMossBoss. Never met me. Can't say that I've personally offended them or have done anything to, you know, make them. It's usually the other way around. But they stop. Exactly. Exactly. So that's the one thing about them. It's they just, you know, they try to be a content creator, but overall having that attitude where like, oh, I'm just gonna, you know, hate on people because they're doing content I don't like. It's like you're never gonna be a successful YouTuber. I feel like that's like one of the many rules on YouTube is accepting others and the content that they do. You know, even if they do like some dumb content, like, I mean, if it's like, if they're obviously trying to offend people, then it's like, okay, yeah, you know, they're the ones that's not gonna last on. Like somebody that's like posting racist videos and all that stuff, yeah, they're never gonna last on YouTube. But if I'm sitting here posting reaction videos and that offends you, that makes you upset, it's like, nah, you just soft. It's like you soft and you get way, way too easily offended. Thanks. For that, to that, I don't want to talk on this individual, so I'll leave this. But besides them, everyone else is not on the play. Yeah. There's the one. I know who you talking about. There's the one, but I give it some time. He ain't gonna be on YouTube that much longer anyways. So it just give it time. They have it like on me like, oh, I'm like trying to wish bad upon him, but it's like the content that he does, you know, you ain't gonna last with that. Colin's playing halftime. Okay, don't know who that is, but I imagine that's a good artist. If he a good artist, if you manage to get a halftime show during the football game.
Turn right.
I feel like the only halftime shows that really be mattering is Super Bowl halftime shows. Like, I feel like they just let, like, the locals do, like, the, like, regular season halftime shows, but you make it a football, halftime show, you made it. Or a Super Bowl. And the voice, for me personally, is what gets me. And stay watching the video, get in the... Yeah. Yeah.
In 400 yards.
It's a
Turn
country
left.
singer. Okay, okay. Yeah, like, plus, like, I don't know. Well, I mean, Raiders is like, you know, there's Vegas territory and stuff, but yeah, if they're playing in Texas, yeah, it don't surprise me that they got a country singer singing the halftime show.
You have arrived at your destination.
Wait, did I pass it? Straight up past it. Alright, let's see what they give me. Better be something good, too. This game is clowning, I swear. Nah, that's not gonna work. Nope. I thought I had a plan. I need some water. I hate when the bottles do that thing. Cap breaks. Pulled out. I had to. That's an odd thing. I don't know what you got to do that, but definitely stay away from doing that. That's weird. I think after this race, I'm gonna step away for a second. That's what I need to do. I need to do one of those like sign things where it's like, oh, I'll be right back. Actually, you know what? No, I know exactly what I'm gonna do. I remember I did it before. It's like one of the smartest things to do when you're on console. Even though I think, yeah, because I can't just do it like on my computer. I'll have to work on that one. There's a lot of things I need to work on in my stream, but Tristan instead of swallowing the hook, poking out his eye. That's crazy. That is insane. Yeah, there's like certain things with fishing. I'm like, you know, I don't know. Shit, something like that. Back something. Yeah. Yeah, I see where it's like people have it. I don't know. I should just like download one from Google Images, but I'm like, somebody might be like, oh no, he taking my thing, so no, I already know I need to do. This game will hurry up. Alright. This is what I'm gonna do every time this streamer will be right. Nope. Right back. I can't even add back. Okay, hold on. Need to copy this for when I stream. I know, right? Hold on. Uh, streamer will be right back. Should I throw in like a happy face or emoji? I can't even do that. Okay, I'll just wait. Nope. Dang. All right, still can't do it. BRB. I could do that. I can't even add a period. Dang, they just making my sentence all incomplete. All right, well, anyways, I'll be right back. I definitely ain't adding that. That's just weird. All right, I'm back. Wholesome, what are you even talking about? Doctor said coughs, AIDS. Bro, I don't think you could have kept that conversation to yourself, bruh. All right. Shoot. No worry. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's some stuff I'm like personally mess around and say like I'm gonna have to ask you to clock out because it's like you out here saying some old weird stuff. Okay, let's see which ones I can do. There's still like a gang of them I can do in this game.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
So I'm glad I saw it was another streamer. I can't like really think of his name, but I thought it's weird. It's funny. I can't. I follow him, but I just can't think of his name. But nah, he plays this game. He plays like a crap ton of racing games, and he's been playing this. I'm glad I'm not the only one that be getting some like dumb wheel spins in this game. He got shoes and he got some like or a hat. That's what he got in this game. Instead of a car, shoes and a hat. Like, the wheel spin in this game, even in the last one, ever since they introduced that wheel spin thing, that thing's been broke. Seems like it's worse this year. Character younger. Exactly. That's why I'm like, bruh, you could give me money, you could give me cars, but they give you some stuff in this game. Oh, then that's the one car they gave me yesterday when I ended the stream. This car. Where is it at? BMW. What is this? What is an Isetta 300 export? This was a blessing? Nah. That's a car that freaking should be exploring the Titanic. Seems like a like small version of a submarine. That car does not look... I did not see not one person driving that back in the 50s. Unless Steve Urkel came out back in the 50s. I highly doubt Leave It to Beaver, that cast, they were driving that. That was a show that took place in the 50s. I never once seen that type of car. I know a lot of like old 50s cars, but that, nah. That's something that BMW literally just created. No, yeah, clowns. It's a clown car. 6 clowns will get out that car. I'll be so mad, like, they're going to be on The Price is Right, and then that's the car that I end up winning. I'm like, hey, can y'all just keep it? And then I just walk home. Like, but sir, we're in California. You live all the way in Washington State. Like, I can walk. I've been jogging and exercising a lot, so I'm like, I'd walk. I mean, I don't know. Last time I went into Chuck E. Cheese, like, it wasn't a good experience. I went in there to get me some pizza because I was like, hey, yo, that Chuck E. Cheese pizza. I'm like, yeah, I know I can't be on the rides and stuff, but I can't get the pizza. I went in there, that place smelled like pee, and I said, nah, I think I'm going to hold off on this pizza. I'll go get some of them frozen pizzas at Safeway, but definitely ain't going to be eating no pizza from here, and it smells like pee.
You have arrived at your destination.
And it's like, what? How does a clown even remind you of Chuck E. Cheese when the mascot was a rat? That guy at Chuck E. Cheese, he don't even look the same anymore. Chuck E. Cheese, that's like, man, he's like look like he's on crack. I was like, that is not normal how they got Chuck E. Cheese looking. Okay. Yeah, it's like I'm not gonna eat in a place that that like smells like pee. Or were you talking on like the rat thing and the clown? Yeah, like what is that? How does that even have like any connections? It's the pizza. No, what clown do you? I'm saying, bro, you nah, cause I don't get that. I don't get that comparison. It took a moment to process in my head. Then when I got to thinking about it, I'm like, wait a minute. There's not one clown in Chuck E. Cheese. So, like, you could say, if you had said McDonald's, I'd be like, oh, yeah, you know, because of Ronald McDonald. All right, makes sense. These are all the B-class cars I got. See, that's what happens when they go and give you freaking sundresses and all the other dumb stuff they give out in this game. I guess I'll drive the Bronco. Makes it fun time to be there, and the clowns are fun. But no, it is not. It is no. So it's like, okay, I'm trying to think of like some stuff. That's like saying a bowl of cereal reminds me of filing my taxes because there was a time where I was eating cereal and filing my tax. Like, no. Like, oh yeah, speaking of cereal, I gotta go file my taxes. Like, it makes no sense, bruh. It's one of those things like, nah, you can try to defend it. It's not gonna make sense. Your mind, yeah, bro. I say, yeah, definitely, because keeps you entertained, just confuses everybody else. I could imagine, like, if you was a detective, you would solve cases, but it would just be so weird. You go and run out, like, going to be like, all right, detective, looks like this person was died by a hit and run. We don't know where the driver went. You're like, speaking of a hit and run, let's go to Starbucks real quick. I feel like getting me a bacon sandwich. They'd be like, what? Then you go there and the guy that did the hit and run is there, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. I didn't know it was gonna work out like that. All right. Saying you gotta come out with a TV show, bruh. Detective Wholesome. The most confusing cop of all time. Like, not him being confusing, but everybody else is just confused by it. Exactly. They were like, we didn't even, like, determine, like, you could just pull up to the Starbucks parking lot, just see the car that was there. Where's some other situations? Domestic violence, Lay's like, oh yeah, he's so abusive. Like, speaking of abuse, let's go get some at McDonald's. Like, what are you talking about? Being the drive-thru, her boyfriend is there in the drive-thru. Like, case closed. Like, what are you? All right. That's one job I wouldn't be. I wouldn't want to be a detective. I just finished watching that movie Spiral from the Saw series. I don't think I can walk up on no train tracks and, you know, see somebody that got ran over or where's some others. Yeah, it's just certain things I definitely wouldn't want to be, and that a detective is one of them. Like, I gotta walk up on the crime scene. It's like some crazy, like, nah, couldn't do it. Be a food detective. Yeah, for sure. 100%. Like Dexter, but the food version. That was a show I should have watched. I should have got into that show. Everybody's all like, oh yeah, you definitely like that show. Because people told me, like, seen Dexter. I saw like one episode. I just remember it was a friend of mine's at my old job telling me about it. And I was like, hey, you know what? I should watch it. I watched the episode. I thought it was good. But, yeah, I was like, I don't know. I should have finished it. Why somebody join the stream? You've never seen Dexter? Well, I've seen Dexter's Laboratory, if that counts. Yeah, I was about to say, I'm like, yeah, that's the Dexter I know. That's the Dexter I grew up on. He didn't even say laboratory. He said laboratory. I was watching Dexter's lab. It's funny how it's like you call it Dexter's laboratory, but he says laboratory. And if you say Dexter's laboratory, then you're just seen as weird. Dang, why is this so dark? Like, my car blends in with the, like, night. Small foreign accent. I know, right? What, he was, like, French? Wasn't he French? And then both his parents, now sitting down thinking about it, that TV show made no sense because both of his parents are American and he's somehow French. And then his sister was from the South. So his like parents seemed like they could have came from the West Coast. His sister came from the South. And then he came from France. Wasn't he Mexican? Wasn't he? I just remember he had like a thick accent and his parents didn't. And I'm like, I don't get that. Russians. Yeah, he was definitely like, he was something. But yeah, it's like sitting down thinking about like, and it took me all these years to like sit down and think about it. Like, wait a minute. Like this kid has a foreign accent, but his parents like, I don't get it. I know that's what it was like with the mom. Everybody always would talk on the mom and talk about how thick she was. I'm like, bro, that's how you know you're down bad is when you're looking at a cartoon character talking about how thick she is. That and the Incredibles mom. I'm like, bro, every time when people had those conversations, I'm like, I just look and just be like, man, y'all are some odd people. I already got 3 stars on that. Oh, I'm good. But yeah, cartoons, you like, especially the old ones, you can't even like look at them the same anymore just because of all the like crazy things they said back then. And that's the thing where everybody's all like, oh, the creators knew what they were doing. Like, nah, that's just how people overall acted back like then. And now it just seems like as the time progressed on, like everybody's like, oh no, you can't say that because that's sus, or that's offensive, or that's this, or that's. I'm like, it makes no sense. All right. Yeah, I'm like, cartoons. I'm like, nah, bro. It's just how they talk. Okay, S2, nope. S1, nope. A, yes. Alright. Should I use the Lambo or the Bentley? I think I'm gonna use the Bentley. Which is faster? It's epic, so I'm gonna use it. Give a quick cheesecake recipe away. Alright. I remember I tried cheesecake one point in time in my life, and I was like, I don't get the combo. But I'm like, I can't say that it's bad because I'm like, they got like a whole freaking franchise scattered all across the world, so. Eat the whole. Yeah, that's what I'm like, I don't know, man. Like me, I can't. Like if I'm starving and that's the only thing that's available, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm tearing it apart. But if I have options, I'm like, yeah, I think I'm gonna choose something else. I wonder if they'll let me buy like 2 of the same car. Or like one more version of the car I already have. Yeah. Yeah, I'm like, I don't know. Me, I'm like, yeah, to me, it's, I don't know what tier I would put it in, but there's like certain like cakes out there that I just don't care for. Like chocolate cake is alright, but it's just not my favorite. Like I think it's either, is it vanilla? It's just whatever like the white cake is. I think it's, yeah, vanilla. I eat that. Okay, now yeah, that's disgusting. You ain't trying no fish cake. I know that for sure. I know that's not. Now I know that's not a thing. That's something I'm like, I don't care what culture. If you eat that, you're a cannibal. I refuse to believe that's a thing. That's either one of them creations that you just came up with, or that's what cannibals eat. One of the two. It's like, alright, give me a car. Like, they started off on purple, but then watch. Then they give me some dumb stuff. Like, bro, they could have gave me the 100,000. Man, this game is just straight trolling with this wheel spin. Thing. Yeah, it has to be. They should change the name. Somebody offer me some fish cake. I'm like, oh, okay, well, if I eat fish cake, somebody's gonna get hurt, so.
At the roundabout, take the second exit.
I'm like, yeah, fish. I'm like, fish just needs to be cooked like how it's usually cooked. Then people try to do that type of stuff. I'm like, look, if Gordon Ramsay or any other famous cook hasn't talked about it, like Guy Fieri or somebody, I'm like, I ain't fooling with it. Car is so stupid. Why would they give somebody that? For since I were, that's freaking. I had to fight that friend. Nah, or just been like, I guess I'm just gonna have to have bad vision. But I'm like, I'm not gonna eat something that's like that movie Apocalypto when they was all like, oh, you'll get powers by eating the like warhogs like balls or something, whatever they were chasing. The guy ate it, and then they all started laughing. I was like, yeah, that's, yeah, you gotta fight people after some stuff like that. But I wouldn't have eaten it, so. So say it. That's disgusting, man. I wouldn't have not. Yeah, that's something I'm like, eyeballs ain't meant to be eaten. They're meant to, you know, to perform seeing maneuvers, which are, you know, which are sights. But I would not. I wouldn't do that. That's something I'm like, it looks like I'm just going to have to be blind. Because my thing is this. If there's people out there that's full-on blind, like Stevie Wonders or Ray Charles, you would think they would be the first ones to discover some stuff like that. And that their vision would have gotten better. If their vision, if they still blind till this day, yeah, obviously that stuff don't work. I know it was like, what was that one movie? It was this like old like child's movie I remember I used to watch growing up. Dang, what's the name of that movie? It was like about a movie of these kids. They was like eating worms and stuff. And I guess like if the kid ate enough worms, then he was gonna be like respected amongst the other kids. I'm like, I will fight each and every one of you guys before I eat a worm. So there's two, cause how to eat fried. Yeah, that was the movie. Whole fish. Mulan? When did they eat worms in Mulan? I feel like that's the movie I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I missed the part. Maybe it was the deleted scenes or something. But I'm like, I do not remember a group of kids. I'd even describe the movie, so I don't know where Mulan came from. Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, I don't know what Mulan you was watching. You must have been get one of them like knockoff, them crackhead versions. That was like that one, it was like an old Vine video, and the guy, he was just like, I got the Hunger Games from this crackhead. And it was just some random black guy eating a whatever it was, talking about this the real Hunger Games. It was funny, but at the same time, I'm like, bro, if you spend a lot of money on that, like for $1, okay, I'm like, you know, there's some sort of entertainment here, but bag of cetone. Yeah. Don't trust nobody. My thing is this. If you ain't buying the movies in an official store, like Target or Best Buy or something like that, yeah. If you trust in a random dude with a bag of CDs, he ain't even got the cases for the CDs, yeah, you ain't gonna get the movie that you want. Yeah, you definitely wasn't watching Mulan. I never knew they made like a Jeep truck. I just felt like the back end of it is just, you know, like I added on. They did. If they doing this now, I'm like, bro, this is a nice looking truck. I'll drive it. But yeah, it was like, I remember I used to do that, watch movies off of like them like pirate websites. I stopped once when they started, like, there's every movie I tried watching, it was always, like, being recorded in the movie theaters, and so, I think last time I did do that, I watched that movie, but that movie had already been playing, I just wanted to watch it just because, it was that movie, Slumdog Millionaire. That, I don't care what anybody says, that is one of the greatest movies of all time. That's one of those movies where I'm like, hey, yo, I will watch that movie any day of the week. That movie, Need for Speed, Kung Fu Hustle. Yeah, those are like my three like top tier movies. I'm a dude who always came around, opened his backpack. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm like, I never buy movies from some random guy on the street. Yeah, Slumdog Billionaire is a pretty good movie. That's a movie I definitely recommend watching. About this kid, he was on that TV show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and then he was like, all the questions had something to do with his life. It was pretty good. It was one of those movies I'm like, hey yo, if you watching that, high or not, no, you ain't gotta be high to watch the movie. Like, you can, you know, You don't need to alter your mind to watch it. You can watch that movie just perfectly fine. Yeah, it's like not even one of those movies where it ain't got like no trippy scenes in there or anything. It's just, just about a kid in his life.
In 400 yards, turn left. Turn left.
I used to love watching Recess movie. Oh yeah, I remember that. They had like the TV show too. Yeah, I remember that. I don't know, like it was a lot of the Disney shows because my sister more so watched the Disney shows and I watched the shows on Cartoon Network. And then I slowly transitioned into Nickelodeon because Cartoon Networks just started becoming crap with their shows. Although I'll admit they do have like some good shows now, but not all of them. But anyways, what other? Yeah, but Disney. It was like if like Sweet Life and Zack and Cody came on, or yeah, I think that was about it. I didn't watch like Hannah Montana. That's So Raven I did watch. That show was funny. I more so just watched that with my sister. But where are some other shows? Didn't care for Lizzie McGuire. Yeah, like Recess and all those, like, all the animated shows. I wasn't really watching that much of them. Could tell your sister watched Cadet Kelly then. Cadet Kelly. I usually watched a lot of the shows that she watched. I never heard of Cadet Kelly. No, Nah, she didn't watch that. That was one of those movies I think was Liz. It was the girl that played as her, but it wasn't the same. What was that girl's name? Hilary Duff, I think. I think that's her name. If not, I just got people confused.
Turn right.
But
Turn right.
what is this, an off-road race? They just want me to take a shortcut. Oh, okay, I guess.
400 yards, turn right. Turn right.
I wonder, nah, because this game, hold on. Now, they said I got one barn find left, and that mess still hasn't popped up on this screen. I'm guessing it has to be somewhere in this region. I feel like it might be. I don't know, but yeah, it has to be somewhere in this area. I should try to find it, but I don't know. It might pop up, but start concern me because started eating his eggs with the shells. Yeah, that ain't even a concerning. Like whatever your friend is going through, yeah, he's too far gone. He is too far gone, and if he starts wearing purple suits and painting his face, and he wants to be called Joker, I'm just saying. Just, listen to what he says and just, pack your stuff and leave.
Turn
Like, either that or he's gonna become the next Kanye West. Reasons, because he said the benefit it has. Use the shells and... Yeah, there's no benefits with eating the shells. None whatsoever. You break the shells, throw the shells away, and you just leave them be. It's like, I'm pretty sure them same benefits, you could get them from either eating the egg or eating something else. But you ain't gotta eat the shells, bruh. Half milk. That is not worse. No. I understand people, they eat shells by mistake, but no, that's the... You definitely ain't doing that. Now that, you guys send me some proof. If not, yeah, I do not believe you doing that. That's weird.
You have arrived at your destination.
I think I'll use the Lamborghini truck. Yeah, that's disgusting. If you do drink that, nah, that's nasty. I don't care how good you say it tastes, that's nasty. Yeah. You start throwing up or feeling sick. It's like, bro, just drink the stuff separately. You do not have to mix it. Saves time. No, bro, who cares about time? Just drink the stuff separately. I don't care about time. That ain't gonna make any sense. Then don't buy it then. That doesn't even make any sense. Oh, I do it to save time. What time? Like, this, bro, it's a drink. Ain't like it's a Christmas present or something. It's like, nah, it's just a drink. Like, you ain't even gotta do all that extra stuff. Play. Use my... Did my job. Bro, all you just gotta do is just don't eat or drink any weird stuff on the job. I would honestly rather for you to smoke weed and drink alcohol rather than drinking OJ and milk and freaking eating some old weird food combination. I'm like, bro, just freaking smoke weed and drink alcohol. That's, you know, that's cool. But the weird food combos, I'm like, that doesn't even make any sense. This is how this car really sounds. I like it. Can't take it nowhere because it's freaking an expensive truck, but I like it. That was so close to hitting that tree. Being so toxic to the Cowboys. Yeah, because they probably more so doing that to the fans. Like, imagine you a football player that you just got Cowboys fans just constantly rubbing it in your face like, oh, we America's team, we this, we that. Like, nah, you gotta embarrass them guys. I feel like it's either just gonna be that's like the remainder of their... It's gonna get to a point in time where, like, the Cowboys end up... Well, I don't know. They might always stick with Dallas. It's either that... Or it's going to get to a point in time where, like, they're just no longer respected. Even the, like, long-term fans are just going to be like, nah, we're done with them. Or they're just going to have, like, this, like, New England Patriots, like, comeback and then just start killing it. Dang. Yeah. Yeah, it's, you know. Now you know how us Seahawks fans feel. All we just trying to do is just go to the Super Bowl. They're all like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. Bro, I posted a comment on this guy's video on TikTok, and that comment got over 1,000 likes. Even the creator himself, that guy I was telling you about that posted the Forza video, I was like, dang, I wasn't even expecting. I just commented like maybe an hour, like an hour and a half ago, like probably like maybe like a few minutes before I started my stream. Just popping off. Yeah, my neighbor, I hadn't heard that guy in a while. That guy, he's probably like he threw all his fireworks away. That guy's like, nah, not this season. And man, he's probably like, now he just got like some poppets. Seahawks score, he just throws it down on the ground. Poppets? Yeah, I was like poppets. I was like me and my sister, because we wasn't really allowed to play with like the, you know, the big and crazy fireworks. So we just got poppets. Like that was back when we used to live in these apartments. And yeah, we just go off on those things. All the time. I mean, you know, there ain't even a reason to do that, but that's your household, so you know, that's between you and that cat. See, if your cat ever tries to attack and kill you one day, I'm saying there's years of 4th of July's just throwing poppets at him. Hopefully New Year's Eve, there's like a lot of fireworks going on. I don't like this New Year's Eve. It's just, I don't want no crazy stuff. Like, none before then, afterwards, like, just a regular time.
You have arrived at your destination.
Let's see if I can do anything. S2, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 3 minutes, 28 minutes. Well, if that's 2 minutes, 3 minutes, I'll just go get the fastest car I got, which is 880, 890, 900. So wait a minute. That's 7.8. I don't think I got anything else. 7.8 again. Which car is that? Ferrari. 7.7. 8. That's drift, so I ain't even gonna fool with that. 7.8. 5. 8.5. 8.3. 8.6. But that's a drift. I ain't fooling with no drift cars. It's a Porsche. Why are all the Porsches fast in this game? They want people to use the Porsches in this game. I guess I'll use it. Even though this car is cursed. People who buy this season. I swear, man, this season pass stuff is stupid. It's like, if I could just very well just earn that stuff in the game, like, okay, just put it in the game. But Them constantly, like, you know, forcing it where people gotta buy that stuff. Yeah. This must be an electric car. There's, like, no sound to it. I don't like this car. You can't hear, like, no rumbles or nothing. It's fast, but just... This car is like a silent fart. Like, why is it so quiet? What kind of car is this? 2020 Porsche Turbo S welcome pack. There's nothing welcoming about this game or car. Nah, let's pay the exactly because they see how much money, like, games that do that, how much money they make. And they're like, oh, dang, well, we're a big corporate company. We could probably make 10 times as much as them. So that's why they do that. No games is, like, skill-based anymore. There's, like, very few that is. But I swear, man. Freaking they need to do in this game is work on the brakes. Be braking. It's like car ain't just, oh, we're going to brake a little bit a while from now. Brakes is so delayed. This car is so quiet. Like, I can barely hear it. I don't think I would want a car like this where it's that quiet. Like, nah. My car needs to have, like, I mean, I don't want it to be, like, super loud, but I would like for my car to, you know, have some sort of, like, noise to it. Watch, eventually that's how it's gonna be. They're gonna be like, oh, you can, we'll have like a stereo thing attached to your car. So yeah, they watch, all cars is gonna be quiet, and then they're gonna be like, oh, we've added like a soundboard to your car, so you could switch it to whatever sound you would like for it to be. I wouldn't even want that car. I'm like, nah, just go ahead. Well, I know they are saying like cars is gonna eventually become electric at one point in time, so. Like, imagine that, like, just electric gas stations just all over the place. Or electric stations. It's like, they already kind of got it at, like, parking lots and stuff, so. It wouldn't surprise me if they start putting up those, like, electric stations. Go there, charge your car up for, like, a little bit. I wonder how long it takes for a car to charge, like, to fully charge it. Because I wouldn't want to get a car that, like, an electric car to charge it. And I'm like, dang, I gotta be somewhere. But they're like, oh, no, your car is on low battery. You gotta wait, like, 24 hours for it to be fully charged. Come on, bro. Get back on the... There we go. Bro, imagine they stop using currency. They just start giving trivia questions or to fuel up. Oh, I'd be so mad. They're like, alright, so for a full tank, you have to name off the whole cast of Forrest Gump. I'd just be like, bro, I'll just walk. I'm good. Get smart. I'm saying, like, that would be dumb. I'm like, nah, I'd just pay. I would just pay. Or I'd just be like, well, no, I'd just look it up on my phone. I'd be like, you can't stop me from using my phone, so I use my phone right there in the front of the person's face. Throw a math question at us. Yeah, I just go into like, all right, just let me pull my calculator out, and then I'll solve it. But yeah, I'm like, you'd sit there and trivia question. I got somewhere to go. Alright, let's see. I think it still hasn't done nothing. This game is stupid, bro.
In 400 yards, turn right. Turn right. In 200 yards, turn left. Turn left. In 400 yards, you will arrive at your destination.
What's this? So in friendship with my best friend today. Cause I told him like Pope in the orange juice. In with me. I'm like, he's a fine one to talk. I'm like, bro, you is out here eating eggshells. Yeah. So I'm like, you should not be over here criticizing another person. You out here eating eggshells. Like, nah, bruh. It's like, it doesn't even make any sense. You were in this situation, I know you would have roasted him. For sure I would have roasted him. I'm like, you eat eggshells, talking about there's benefits behind it. What benefits? Like being a psychopath? Being an American Psycho? Yeah. The 2021 version, starring yourself. Like, even people with black Air Forces, like, have common sense not to eat, eggshells. Like, for what reason? That's why I sat down. I'm like, nah, man, please, explain to me the benefits. Explain to me the benefits. Because there's probably at least, like, 15 different protein shakes that can help you with those benefits. You just want to be weird.
Arrived at your destination.
It's gonna probably be my last race. Let's see what cars I can use. 15 minutes. Yeah, let's use the DeLorean. Go all out. Go out in style. I looked at that whole crowd. I rolled my window down, looked at that whole crowd. I'm like, there's not one song playing. So what are you guys dancing to? They on drugs. For sure they're on drugs. This car already on like the 8th or 9th gear. Dang, this car is crazy. Just stop, stop. Dang. Cowboys. Bro, that's something you ain't got to tell me. Like, because I felt like this. When they lose, that's when everybody starts talking about them. But when they win, dead silent. It's either like that or it's that one Cowboys fan talking about, oh, see, we coming back. We coming. I'm like, you guys, this is the one game you guys won. They watch. They lose like 5 other games. They're like, no, it's cool. It's cool. Practice games. Practice games. We're going to be in that Super Bowl this year. They're like, bro, it's the playoffs. You guys didn't make it. Like, stop. Just stop. It's just, yeah. Yeah, they'll say, they're like, oh, it's preseason. I'm like, mid-season is still preseason? I don't think it works like that. But that's one thing about Cowboy fans. They're loyal. I'll give them that. But I'm like, you guys just be, you know, cheering for them. And it's like, it don't work like that. They don't win just because you guys say they're going to win. Like, y'all need good players, good coach, assistant coaches. Maybe it's the environment that they're in. Maybe if they go, like, to, I don't know, Kentucky or something, Kentucky Cowboys, maybe they, you know, do some things there. It's crazy, the loyalty, yeah. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead, call it a day with this stream. But yeah, it was a good stream. I will talk to everybody later. Thank you to everybody that was watching, lurking, chatting, whichever. Dang, it's been like 3 days since I was going to shout out somebody that was following, but I'm like, I haven't gotten the follower in the past 3 days. So anyways, but yeah, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Stay tuned for tonight's stream, and peace.